Hey, thanks for stopping by. This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show, and this is a This and That show. A This and That show is where I just kind of catch up on what I've been doing, what I'm going to do, and just in general how things are going. And so today I'm going to talk about the things I do first thing in the morning, um, mostly related to the show. And then I'm going to later on talk about something I found while doing those things. So here is kind of my things I do in the morning. I get up about 4 o'clock in the morning and try to get a number of things related to the show done. And then when the sun comes up, then I try to move outside and do other things. So anyway, um, one of the things I do is I check my emails. Overnight, I get about 500 emails. Now, yeah, it's a lot of emails, but I'm signed up to a lot of things, and I get a lot of emails that I just immediately delete because they're not information I wanted. Some of the things I'm signed up to is YouTube. I get YouTube comments you made, so I go and I try to address every one of your comments. So that takes a little while. And this whole process, my morning process, takes about 2 or 3 hours. Other things that's in those 500 emails is I belong to a bunch of about 25 users groups. And that's Yahoo started that a long time ago, and then Google started it. And it's a message base on a particular topic. For instance, I belong to one that talks about utility radio, like various things that you can get on shortwave that are utility in nature, and utility meaning that its data typically might be from the military field, it might be from the government, could be weather data, stuff that you can receive on shortwave. Well, there's a users group where people discuss that and give reports. So I get several emails from that group. Another set of groups are on specific radios. For instance, there's a users group for the Texan PL 660, and there's another one for the 880. So I got a bunch of those groups I belong to. So that's about 75% of my emails, those three or four things. I also have a Twitter account. Here's my Twitter account. And I try to, although you can see there was something on there I didn't really care about, but I try to only follow people that are into shortwave listening, scanner radios, stuff like that. And I follow about, let's see what it says, following 1,980 people. I have 1,546 followers. I've done 4,087 tweets. So that takes time to go through those, some of which, like this one here, I don't care anything about. So that takes up some time. The next thing I do is, not necessarily in any order here, is I go to my YouTube account and I follow, somewhere it tells me, I don't remember where, I follow about 1,500 other channels, looking for information for myself, looking for information about things related to my show. And so I don't always get to this task. Matter of fact, I just caught up yesterday. I was about 3 or 4 days behind. I mean, when you're following 1,500 plus channels, there's a lot of videos that come by. So I have to weed through those and try to find the ones that are interesting. That's another thing I do. Also, I go to eBay and I'm always looking for radios and equipment related to my channel to purchase and review. And I do this one every morning because um, good deals come and go very quickly. So you got to stay on top of it. And I track a bunch of deals. Like, for instance, I can go over here to my watch list. And here's all the things I'm tracking right now. Radios that I would like to get if I can get them at a reasonable price. Or I'm just interested to see what they go for. Like, here is a Grundig Satellite 800. I've got one of those. It's perfect. I don't need another one. But I'm just curious to what it sells for, what it ends up selling for. So I track that for that reason. Here's an ICOM ICR 8500. I'd love to have one of these, but they're way out of my league, way out of my price range. So anyway, I'd spend some time going through these, searching for new items to buy and review. Also, I'm tracking a lot of subjects, such as shortwave radios, such as scanner radios, on eBay, which you can do, and it will send you a daily message telling you what's been added in that category. And I track, I can't remember how many categories, maybe 15 categories. So that adds to my email pile, getting all those emails. Okay, now, this is what I ran across. This is one of the YouTube channels that I watch, or I track, and then if they have an interesting show, then I'll watch it. And this is the wiki.easyvid.com YouTube channel, and they have a website. And this is pretty professional. You know, they do a professional job of their videos. They review all kinds of stuff, and they post these videos called the X number 10, 5, whatever, best whatever. And so I follow this, and every time they do one about some item that I'm interested in, I'll watch it. Well, yesterday I was catching up on watching my YouTube videos that I track, and I ran across a couple of interesting ones that I think they published in the last couple of days. If I see if I can find it down here. See, they review everything. And their reviews are very short. It just kind of gives you an idea, and then you can get some more information. Okay, where did I pass it all right? Okay, here's one. 8 best cassette recorders. Now, they did this review. I released this review yesterday, one day ago. And what's interesting is, I'll go to that, and I won't show it to you because that might violate something, but I'll tell you about it.
wiki.easyvid.com. Search EasyVid Wiki.
Okay, so they review 8, 10, 5 items, and they review them in the order of which they like them, which means the last one they show you is their top pick in whatever it is, 8, 10 whatever items. So if I go to the end here, and we'll play just a little bit so I don't get in trouble.
But high quality. And coming in at them.
Now this is cassette recorders.
Number 1 on our list.
Number 1.
This Quantum FXJ 21U looks.
See that? That's the radio that I reviewed in several shows, which is, it's a multifunction radio. It's in the form of the old boombox, so it's pretty good size. It has AM, FM, shortwave. It has an MP3 player, and it has a cassette player and recorder, so you can record off the built-in radio. They voted this the number 1 best cassette recorder for 2000 17 no less. Okay, very interesting. Now, if I could find the other one, which I think I missed, let me go back. Let me go back up. I think I missed it because it's more recent. And you can see they have a ton of videos, and they're all high quality professional videos. Like I say, they don't give you a lot of information, but they give you just enough to get started. And I still don't see it. Okay, let me see. Where is it? Oh, my old computer's a little slow catching up here. I'm looking for boom boxes. It should have been before the cassette recorder one. Okay, I can't find it for some reason. But they did another one, same day yesterday, and it was on the best boom boxes. And guess what? That same radio got, in this case, it got number 2. Didn't get number 1. Got number 2. So it's kind of ironic that the radio that I liked and I reviewed, they also, excuse me, liked and reviewed. Sorry for that. Every morning my throat goes crazy. So maybe what I could do is I'll go back here and watch later. See what? No, not watch later. I want history. And see if I can find it. I did a lot of catching up yesterday. There it is. 7 best boom boxes. Again, by this EasyVid space wiki channel.
wiki.easyvid.com.
And if I stop it and I go not to number 1, I want to go to number 2. There it is. Right there. There it is. Stop. Okay, it stopped. So here's the same radio, the Quantum FX J21U. This is the one I reviewed, or one very similar. It might not be exactly the one I reviewed. So anyway, that's kind of the things I do first thing in the morning. Takes me 2 or 3 hours. I do most of those things every morning. Some things, like I've kind of fallen behind on my watching other people's channels. So that's kind of where we're at. And if you enjoyed the show, please give me a thumbs up. Things we're going to do is we're going to try to install the shortwave antenna I got. The weather is unbelievable here in Florida. I've got the garage door open because it's 78 degrees in my garage. It only went down to 69 outside, so it's still kind of warm in the garage. I had some fans on, but they make too much noise. So anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.